Hey guys, it's been a rough week. It's been a really rough week. First off, my face is swollen and peeling. I don't know what's going on with my face, but I could not put makeup anywhere on the lower half of my face or the upper half of my face. I just have like a little bit of makeup on my cheeks, my eyebrows, and my mascara and some lipstick, but it's fine. It's fine. You know what else is fine? Other than my super swollen face? The fact that my camera broke. My camera broke. I was filming when it happened.
For the screen. Oh shit.
I don't know what happened. It was on the same tripod that it's always on. It just fell over. And it smashed it. At first I was pretty upset because that's like a $1,200 camera, but the old model that I had before this did not have a detachable lens. This model does have a detachable lens. So I'm hoping if I just get a new lens, it'll work again. But until then, I am using this giant camera, which like, yeah, is cool because the quality is better. So like, yeah, you guys get better quality, but it's such a big camera that I can't use it like a vlog camera. I can't like carry it around and like point it towards me and talk. It's way too big and clunky. So filming these vlogs are gonna be a little awkward for a little bit. Maybe I'll just use my phone. I don't know. And you know what else is fine on top of my face being super swollen and my camera breaking? My light also broke, and I don't know why because it's brand new. And I only used it like once or twice, and then it broke. That's also why in the last video I uploaded that it looked like I was filming in a pitch black room. I only had one working light. And I still only have one working light. But I tried to angle it a little bit better today where it doesn't look like I'm filming in a dungeon. I don't know. It might end up looking the same. Yeah. So all of that is super fun and super cool and super fine. Today's video is going to be a little different than like the daily routine vlog. I'm just mixing it up a little bit because I got a bunch of new enclosures and I want to set them up on camera. So I figured today I would show setting up the first two, and then I would show like what I did with my day after that, like the next day, because the day I filmed setting up the enclosures, I was just so tired that I didn't film the rest of my little day that day. So I'll show you guys what I did with my day after that, the next day. But first, we're gonna start with setting up some new enclosures. So that's fun. Also, I went to the doctor's and I wore this outfit when I went out, and I found these pants and I was like, why don't I ever wear these pants? They're so comfortable. And then I went to use the restroom at the doctor's office and I realized something. Can you guys see that? Can you guys see that? There's a big laundry detergent stain right there.
Huh?
The main issue about this week though isn't my face swelling up, and it isn't my camera breaking, it isn't my lights breaking. It's the fact that I am now at like the 5-week mark of being off my antidepressants, and I've been on antidepressants since I was a very young teenager. I've been on antidepressants for a long time. This last one that I was on for like 6 years was just horrible. It was horrible for me. I had every single possible side effect. But my health was so bad when I started it that I never connected the dots that it was what was causing all of these issues until recently. So I've been off of it, but now my brain is like a mess. My brain is, oh my god, it's a mess. I go from being like motivated and hopeful and excited to work on things to feeling like my life is over, quite frankly. It feels like, I don't know, I wake up with like this dread that I cannot even explain. Like, you would think I'm waking up after something absolutely horrible happened and I'm waking up the next day, but nothing happened. And I'm just waking up feeling this immense dread. It is so hard to get moving. It is so hard to do anything. My brain is just all over the place. So I've been very harsh on myself this like last week mentally. I am just going through it, and it has been really hard to want to film, but I still want to keep up the weekly vlog. So you're getting one today where my face is super bloated, I don't have a working light, my other camera broke, and I feel super depressed. Yay! but we're building new cages. I don't know if it's the getting off antidepressants thing, but I have such bad brain fog right now, and I'm also having a hard time speaking. I've had to re-record like little 10-second bits over and over for this intro because I keep like slurring my speech. So I think my brain's going through it, but it's fine. Just like everything else, it's fine. It's fine. Can you tell that's how I kind of deal with everything? Whatever's happening is happening. It's fine. So yeah, long rambly intro aside, let's get into it.
It's easy for the screen.
Oh shit.
To fun more.
Well, the entire tripod just fell over for no reason right now, and it is completely smashed. See, it's crooked. Camera's broken. Well, that sucked. I can't even see what I'm filming because this lens is so big. Okay, hopefully it's focused. Now I gotta move the camera this way. It is so heavy that this tripod is struggling. Okay. Hey, at least you guys are gonna get nicer camera quality. That's a plus, I guess. But also these files are gonna take up so much more space on this memory card. Whatever. Okay, let's see what we're working with. Okay, first up is Sideshow Bob's enclosure. He's the first to get an upgrade because before this, he was temporarily sitting in a 20-gallon long, and that was just atrocious to me. Like, I hated it, and I needed to get him out of there ASAP. So I figured I would prioritize getting him into something better, at least for now. I just wanted a quick little clip of you. Okay, you can go back in, baby. I'm sorry. I do think in the future he's gonna get a bigger cage, and this enclosure is gonna go to my gargoyle gecko. But for now, I just needed to get him into something better. So here is the setup for that enclosure. Are there instructions? Am I stupid? Are there instructions somewhere? No? There has to be instructions. There's no way they did not give me instructions. What? Am I missing something? Am I missing something? Hello? I'm so confused. Why would they not give me instructions? Whatever. Who needs them? Who needs instructions? Not me. Definitely not me. Wait, what is this? How to reset the code. Find the hole under the lock. Press and hold while setting the password. There's a password code? This is for my crested geckos. I'm moving every object around looking for instructions. They just didn't give me any. Sure. Fine. No problem. I mean, it should be pretty straightforward anyway, but you know, one little paper with just some guidelines, that would be nice. But I've set up enclosures before, this shouldn't be that hard. Okay. I need the screws. I found the instructions, thank God. Not because I couldn't have done it. I totally could have done it because, you know, it's super simple and super easy, and I've set up a million enclosures before, so I definitely should know how to do it by now, and I totally do. But I'm glad I found this. Never mind, update. This isn't instructions. This just tells me what parts are what. I didn't need the parts listed out. I wanted to know what parts go together. Okay, whatever. I'm back to doing it on my own, which is totally fine because I know how to do it. I'm assuming the first step is just screwing these in. That seems pretty obvious. Now to just see if I could actually do it with my super shaky hands. That in itself is going to be a challenge, but that's fine. It's fine. Okay, one more side. I'm not making y'all sit through the torture of watching me screw these on with my hands. We're on the last one. Next, I assume I slide the walls in. The little vents go on here. Now I just have to figure out the door and plop the ceiling on. Okay, now let's see if we can set the code. There we go. Okay. Is that it? This enclosure is going to be very sparsely filled for the first few days, but whatever. It's what I'm working with. Hey, no. Where are you going? No, you're not leaving. You're not leaving. I'm gonna go through all of my extra supplies that I have in the garage, see if I have anything that'll work for this enclosure, and if not, then I will order some new stuff and it should get here in a couple days. But he is in here now. He has a lot more space and it's gonna look really nice once I fill it up. Right now it's just a bunch of random stuff that was in his older enclosure. So pretty empty for now, but I think it'll come out really nice. Took a little break. Now it's time for the next one. So this is what I've decided on for Buttercup's enclosure. As she grows bigger, she's gonna need a different enclosure. This has a lot of height to it that she does not need, but I did not want to get a 20-gallon long basic aquarium, fill it all the way up with sand, like up to here, and then the enclosure would just be a giant mound of sand in like a typical aquarium, and I didn't want that. So I'm going to use this enclosure instead. For now, I'm just gonna do the sand and soil mix and fake plants. So let's get it done. I felt like this had a deep enough wall for the size that she is right now. I can pack it with sand and it not be too shallow, because for a lot of these enclosures, when you open the door, everything's just gonna spill out. But this has a nice little area that I can pack the sand in. First, I gotta get the heater set up, because once this enclosure is filled up, I do not want to be lifting it. Now I'm gonna get the temperature gauge attached to it, and then we'll figure out the placement of it in a minute. I just realized, how does this enclosure work? How do I open it? Wait, how does this enclosure work? Wait, I'm being so serious. How does this work? This is a door, right? Wait, I'm so confused. How does this enclosure open? How does this enclosure open? Oh, you press it like that? Oh, okay. Okay, substrate-wise, we will finally be trying no more aspen. We will be trying a soil and sand mix. We want it to be like 80% soil and like 20% sand. Let's see how it goes, I guess. I'm never gonna be able to find her again. Now I'm gonna start adding some sand, and then we will just keep mixing it. For sand, we are using ultra fine silica-based sand that's been washed. I feel like I'm going to gradually add more to the enclosure because I want to make sure it's a good mix. She's definitely gonna be taken out of her enclosure to eat. I'm just too nervous to ever feed her on this substrate. I could still add a lot more. Okay. We're gonna keep adding sand and soil. I figured I will gradually increase the depth of the soil because for the first few days I want to like get used to knowing where she's gonna hide. I've just never done sand before for any animal, so I feel a little timid about it. I feel a little scared. Okay, for now we're just gonna stick to the same old little basic setup that she has going on already. It's so hard, like, knowing how to decorate for a Kenyan sand boa because they don't come out. They just bury themselves and are gone. So it's always kind of hard to even know what to put in their enclosure because they're not going to interact with any of it. They're going to burrow in the dirt and that's it. I will be getting her a proper bowl though. She does not need her little sand pit bowl anymore. She is too big. For now, we'll stick it in there. This is exciting. No more aspen for her. And then I'm putting these hides in there for my own amusement. Once again, she is not going to be using these, but oh well, at least they're cute. Maybe if I put some sand in it like that, maybe then she'll use it. What are you thinking about? Look. I think she's in shed, so I just had to put her in there really quick because it looks like she is in the process of shedding. So couldn't really hold her that long, but I'm hoping she realizes she can burrow. She is in shed for sure. Yeah, look. You got sand. Here, I'm gonna move you over to the warm side. Oh, never mind, she's going. She's going. Okay. See you later. Bye. And that's the last time I will ever see her in my life, it feels like. But no, I'll get the hang of finding her. Well, that's exciting. I hope she has a good shed. And I'll just put this in here for now. I am gonna go order a different bowl for her because she's getting too big. She needs an actual bowl now. Okay, yay! And like I said, once I kind of get used to where she likes to hang out, I'm gonna double the amount of sand. We're gonna fill it up to here. Okay, her new water bowl has arrived. So I'm finally gonna get rid of her tiny water bowl and pray that she uses this water bowl correctly. I wanted to get her something cute. I made sure it was safe for water. This is a pet water bowl. Like it's made for pets to have water. So it's not painted with like anything dangerous. I pray that she uses this water bowl. She is so bad at getting water. She never wants to come out from being burrowed to even get water. So like once a week I dig her up and make sure that she's drank enough water because I'm always so paranoid that she's not. But for the last like 6 months, she has been doing super good with it. She has not actually drank water any of the times I've taken her out to drink, which shows me she is definitely getting enough water. So we'll see how she does with her new bowl. It's actually deep enough for her to fully submerge in it, which has given her problems in the past. Like she seems to like to drink more from like like almost a flat surface. But I'm gonna be monitoring her for the next couple weeks and make sure she's drinking, and then we'll know. We'll know if this bowl is a good fit for her. Hey guys, it's 3 o'clock and I really don't want to get up, but it's 3 o'clock. I'm gonna go shower and then figure out what I'm doing with my day. My hair is a ball of grease. I didn't want to wash it last night because I figured I would film today, and I really need to get the bleach in my hair touched up. It's getting really brassy, so I didn't want to waste a good wash on it when I'm gonna need to wash it today to shower. No, when I'm gonna need to wash it today to film. So I'm a ball of grease right now. I'm gonna go shower. Okay, so Buttercup has been in her new enclosure for like 3 or 4 days now. I figured I need to check on her, make sure she's doing well. I left her alone so she could shed. I didn't want to disturb her shedding process. It's been long enough now where she might be done shedding, so I figured I could take a peek, see how she's doing. If she's still shedding, I'll just leave her alone. If she's not, then we can get a little closer peek at her and see how she's been doing since getting in this enclosure. I am dreading trying to find her. It is not going to be easy, I don't think. Maybe I'll get lucky. Maybe she will just be like right below the surface and I'll get super lucky. But something tells me it's gonna be hard. So for starters, I'm gonna get her bowl out of the way. I think I'm gonna have to take a majority of this stuff out to find her. Otherwise, I'm just gonna get it all completely covered in dirt. So let's start vacating the premises. Okay, she's not in there. I never expect her to be anyway. She never uses hides. This is just part of the game when you have a Kenyan Samboa. Gotta do a whole scavenger hunt to find them. Also, I still need to set this up better. This is the probe to make sure her enclosure is at the right temperature. It sits next to the heat mat, and just make sure that the warm area is the right amount of warmth. It's not too hot or too cold. Now to start the process of trying to find her, I guess. I'm just gonna scoop. Even in her tiny enclosure that she was in before, I could completely scoop all of the area in her enclosure and still not find her. So I'm kind of dreading, because she's gonna move around as she feels the commotion. It's gonna be hard to find her. Oh! I did find a shed though, so she is done shedding, and it looks like it's a perfect shed, so that's great. I was super nervous about this new substrate maybe not working well with her sheds. Like I said, I've never done sand in any enclosure, so this sand and soil mix is new to me. But we got a shed. Look how dirty my hands are already. Oh my god. It's so much fun. I love it. And see, this is what I'm talking about. I've already looked in every corner and I have not found her. Hello. Hi. So she is doing good. Oh my god, look at my hands. Hi, sweetie. Wow. My hands are filthy, but she's doing really good. So yay. I'm glad this enclosure is turning out seemingly really good for her, especially since she did that shed. You wanna go back in? Okay. See you later. I think I'm gonna add a little bit more soil. I feel like there might be a little too much sand. I feel like the ratio might be off a little bit. Like I said anyway, I'm wanting to slowly increase the amount of sand and soil in there anyway. It's gonna be hard to find her, but it's fine. Obviously her comfort comes first, so This is just something I'm gonna have to deal with. Like I said, that's part of the game, I guess, when you have a Kenyan sand boa. I'm gonna add a little more soil and then set her enclosure back up again. I can't find the little cup that I used to scoop. Oh well, can't find the cup. We'll just do this. My hands are already disgusting, so who cares? Also, her water bowl has a tiny bit of dirt in it, which shows me that she came out of the ground and got in her water bowl. So that's good, because I was worried about her not drinking enough water. I was worried she would just stay burrowed and never come out to drink. And this is what I was talking about when I say that, like, I hate using fake leaves that have suction cups and trying to suction cup them to the wall, because, like, I don't know if you guys can see, but this doesn't stay suctioned. Whatever. This works for now. She's not really big enough to uproot that anyway, so it's okay sitting there. I'm gonna go clean her bowl and wash my hands, and then I gotta feed Bindi. Okay, pardon the mess. Today is not clean the kitchen day, so everything's a mess, quite frankly. So today Bindi is just getting a feast because I just stocked up on all of her foods that she likes. I like to give her a variety of foods. I never like to just give her the same thing over and over and over. And I felt like these last 2 weeks, I was kind of just giving her the same stuff and I didn't like it. So went and I got her a bunch of new stuff. I actually got bananas, which if anyone out there has watched my videos since like 2017, bananas are her favorite. I feel like my voice is so raspy today. I don't know why my voice is so raspy today. I'm sorry.
Oh my god, she's raspy today.
Now she's gonna get some bell peppers. And then we'll do some squash. After that, I just gave her some bananas and then I topped it off with some snails. Yeah, she loves snails, so that was a good way to top it off. And as for usual, she will not eat on camera. Ever since she's been older, like these last 4 years, she will not eat unless she has some privacy. Every once in a while I can sneak in and see her eating, but she does not like to eat on camera.
Do you want to at least eat some snails on camera? Do you want some snails? Snail? Snail? You're staring at it really good. Snails? No, you just want pets. You just want pets. Okay. Okay, I'll put them in your enclosure and you can eat them in peace. You can eat them in peace.
You leaving? Okay, bye. Okay, bye. Where are you going?
Hey,
Come here.
I love you. Yes, I do. I love you.
Also, I just have these roaches sitting here for now. I'll find another spot for them now that Buttercup has taken their spot, but I'm gonna give them the rest of this banana. Okay, next up, I'm gonna take some photos of this little girl to post on Instagram. I still need help figuring out a name. And she just finished her last molt. She's definitely a girl. I'm gonna see if I can get some photos of her with my camera. I'm gonna have to use the lens that I have for like photographing flowers. Okay. Let's see if we can get some photos. We'll see. We'll see if any of the photos turned out. Also, you guys might look at this and think, wow, that looks like a compact lens. Why not just use that for vlogging? I can't use it for vlogging because it's a macro lens. It's for super, super up close things like flowers and stuff like that. So that will not work for me.
Are you making biscuits?
Oh, I'm sorry, I embarrassed you. My bad. It sucks because some of these are like so close to being in focus, but it was still focused on the foreground a bit too much. I lose her right here. It just gets really blurry. Also, just for like a comparison so you guys can see what I'm like looking for, this part of her is so much more in focus in this photo. You could see like the little hairs, the really fine hairs on her. That's what I want, but I want it for all of her. I don't want just one random part of her body in focus.
Are you trying to sit? Oh. Okay.
Nemo's demanding my lap, so I guess I'm gonna sit with him for a little bit.
Hi, baby. Hi.
Okay, I randomly did get one in focus out of nowhere, so at least I have that. And for the night routine tonight, I did go ahead and boil some water and make this isopod food. I don't even know what to call it. It's like a jello. You just boil some water and then add the powder to the water and let it cool. And it creates this beautiful looking slop. I don't know what to call it. So once it cooled down, I just cut it up and gave it to my isopods, and the rest will go in the fridge. Other than that, I just sprayed everyone down, made sure my geckos had food, and gave some fresh water to my roaches. I guess you can call it water. It's also like a crystallized jelly. It's so the roaches don't drown when they drink. But yeah, everyone got their nightly routine, and that was it for the night. I made sure the isopods all got their little jello, their little slop jello. I just made sure everyone was eating good. I also noticed that one of my lychee geckos decided to poop everywhere, so that's something I have to clean. Great. Okay. Nice. Just, you know, the basics. Food, poop, slop jello, all of the great stuff. All of the great basics. Okay, and that is today's video. I do still have 2 more enclosures to work on in a following video, and I still have to finish Bug's enclosure too. So that's 3 new enclosures that I'm still working on. But I wanted to at least get this weekly video out, so I figured I would include the first 2 builds in this video. So this video had some sustenance to it. I feel like I didn't have a lot to share this week, but yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and also thank you for watching the last video I did where it was just more of a deep dive on Tofu and his relationship with Markiplier. I've really enjoyed reading all of your theories about it because it's so perplexing. I don't know what's going on. I can't speak. It's so perplexing. I don't know what's going on with that. Like, I don't even know what to make of that whole situation, but I had fun sharing it with you guys. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys again in about a week. I still haven't like cemented a specific schedule yet. Like, I don't know what day exactly I'm getting these videos out, but as I get into the routine more, I will establish a set schedule so you guys just know when the next upload will be. But for now, it's around every week. So far, I've done every 7 days, so yeah. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.